COVID is a highlighter, especially a highlighter of some of the weaknesses that we have in society. And the second one is that it's an accelerator. So it has been accelerating trends that were already here. One of those trends is digitalization.
Is the most critical year that we've had yet in the development of digital technologies.
One of the things that we've seen is there's a lot of inequality between the haves and the have-nots.
We've also seen the urban-rural divide, and I think one of the things that on the policy front will be a very strong call in the United States to really have universal broadband.
95% or majority of the sector are SMEs. SMEs that on their own, they're not able to navigate quickly and at scale to the fourth industrial revolution.
It's about accessibility, but making technologies accessible to small companies, providing the skills that are needed.
Digitalization with the cloud is coming with a huge democratization of the services, but it's a long way to go.
The tools and the platforms which utilize this connectivity need to be made affordable. Digital need, it's becoming like food.
Access to digital infrastructure in the future world will now be treated as a human right.
We are seeing an amazing convergence of new technologies.
We saw 5 years of digitization in 5 weeks.
These tools and capabilities can unleash the next wave of entrepreneurship and inclusive prosperity.
Now, 76% of our health professionals are using digital health records. 46% of our health professionals are using artificial intelligence.
We clearly now come to the point that it's the enabler and the empowerment comes from the smartphone and the consumers.
Almost 50% of the Kenyan GDP goes through the mobile money.
How can we include more companies and people?
The drivers of the process, we see that is more mid-sized companies who have some capacity inside, but clearly for them, it's building new capabilities.
It was about clustering like-minded sectors or similar industries in clusters where we can expose them to Industry 4.0 technologies, to the practices, to innovative business models.
We'll have to ensure that every technological infrastructure must have a technology architecture that would prevent the encroachment of privacy and freedom.
We have got to have strong encryption end-to-end and in the cloud.
It's really going to be a balance. And I do think that we run the risk of digital control and digital authoritarianism.
The Cybersecurity Act that's been amended because it didn't cover all the issues that individuals felt they were exposed to.
Our governance solutions are out of step with today's powerful technology. We need to all collectively, focus, on getting the data governance right.
I think this is a shared responsibility between the businesses and the government.
We really have to know more about how these technologies are being used and abused, and that's government's most important role.
Just 3 words: transparency, truth, and trust.
We need to have a more humane world. We need to have a more happier world. That is going to be the test of technology.